So May 3rd, the big day, the big election day. And if you're sitting there thinking, like it was in the last election, oh my gosh, if this party gets in, it's going to boom. If this party gets in, it's going to bust. And we actually saw that the property market kind of sat still for a couple of weeks before that all happened. This is not that election right now. It doesn't matter whether the Labor gets in or coalition, we as property investors are going to get a win. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Joe Tucker and I run Property Principles Buyers Agency, and the election is very much linked to the property market. It is billions of dollars of capital, and I want to break through exactly what this is going to mean for the property market in this video. The property market is already shifting quietly. It's kind of steady pacingly along. But once these new rules come in, either party, it's going to go absolutely mental. Unfortunately, I don't want to be the one to... I don't control any of this stuff, but it is very interesting. And this isn't any fear-mongering and just... I'm not trying to build up any hype. It's just simple economics. And that's what I wanted to kind of break down. What happens... What is going to happen? What are these parties offering, and how, as property investors, can we prepare for it? So let's be clear. Both parties have rolled out a property-focused policy book, right? They look great on the surface. They're helping first-home buyers. They're supporting renters. They're incentivizing council, all the good stuff that you want to see and all the good stuff that you've seen in the past as well. But when you pull it apart, what's actually going on is a massive injection of demand, and it's not really looking at the supply challenge. And right now, the biggest challenge that we have in property investing is supply. So what is it? Labor, they're pitching a shared equity scheme. So more buyers with smaller deposits are going to get into the market. So that's demand, right? They've promised $10 billion for social housing, which is absolutely incredible. But we are short 64,000 trades. And there is so much council red tape at the moment, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to be a real slow burn to get that through. So it's not even coming through yet. So we still have multiple years before those properties are even built. Then again, short term, right? What's going to happen in the short term? They've got a 5% deposit scheme. So this is going to help buyers skip mortgage insurance. But again, more competition in the affordable end of the market. So what's the coalition doing? So they're coming at this at a slightly different angle, but the results really are the same. So what they're doing is mortgage interest, which is becoming tax deductible. So essentially, that's negative gearing for first-time buyers. So the other thing that they've got on their list is super withdrawals for the deposit. So just think, like if you take $50,000 out of your super and then it goes into the property market, what is that going to do for prices? So it might help a few buyers at the beginning get in, but it also risks inflating property prices by the amount of money that they're going into it. So both parties are trying to help, but the common thread that they all have, because it looks incredible, we're going to help first home buyers, we're going to do this, it's not fixing the supply problem. And that's the biggest challenge that we're faced with in property and why property prices are moving so much. But here's where it's getting interesting. We're already building fewer homes per capita than we were 20 years ago. And household sizes are shrinking. Migration's up. And guess what happens when there's more people chasing fewer homes? It doesn't matter who wins, because both of these paths lead to the same destination, which is prices rising. Now, some will say that that's a good thing. And if you already own property and if you're already a property investor, yeah, it's bloody good, especially if you focus in on the market where the everyday Aussies are and where the first home buyers are and where the first affordable market is, so that $500,000 to $850,000 mark. This shift, when these new rules and regulations come in, are going to make it even harder to buy properties, and it's going to boost the property market faster than you think. People are now getting prepared. They're getting their pre-approval in place. They're hearing about this because either party, you're going to win. And we've all seen this movie before, right? The policies come out, the market hesitates, and then boom, the shift happens fast. And when it does, you want to be the one that actually bought in, not the ones that are just sitting there on the sidelines. For the past couple of years, I've seen many, we have Australia's largest property investment group. I see so many people just fence sitting, waiting for the perfect storm to come up. If you bought 6 months ago, you would be far ahead wherever you, well, not wherever you bought, but if you bought in strong fundamental locations, you would be well ahead than if you bought 6 months ago. This is going to be the exact same situation in 6 months' time. So here's what I'll say. Whether you're investing, you're buying your first place, or just trying to understand what's coming next, now is the time to create a clear plan. Not next month, not in 3 months' time, not when the results of the election are in, but now. Because no matter who wins, the market has already picked up speed and is already moving. And if you want help trying to figure this stuff out and trying to understand what your next steps are, reach out. This is what we do day in and day out. We help everyday Aussies buy investment grade properties. We put a full-time effort in and we get a full-time result, and you can get ahead of the curve before all this craziness comes in. Let's do it.